Hello, welcome back to Just Chatting. I don't feel good. Also, new haircut. Look at that. Very nice, right? I look very fresh. I look very clean. I don't feel clean. I don't feel fresh. I feel sad. I feel lonely. And today's video is just gonna be me trying to combat that and hopefully expressing that while also making sure that if you guys are feeling the same, you know that you're not alone. I don't know. I'm just trying to direct my energy into something that isn't hating myself because that's the truth. The truth is, I have hated myself for a long time. These past few months, I have been able to avoid that. With such grace, such graduality, such elegance. I was able to be a much healthier, much better minded person with a good state of mind that doesn't need to go to the therapist every now and then. I thought I had that in the bag, but for some reason today and these past few days I've been feeling that again. A sense of loss, sense of loneliness. Also, update. I tried to approach my crush. Random side note. Yeah, I worked up the courage. I went up there. I was like, "Hey, have you done the math homework?" Because I don't want to bother you, but I was just asking just to see if we could compare answers. And she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't done it yet because the submission is in like a week, so they have plenty of time. To be fair." So at that point, I was like, "Okay, how do I continue this freaking conversation?" Just then, another girl overhears it. She swoops in and says, "I haven't done it either, but this is the exact answer that you need, or I believe this is the answer." And I ended up just talking to this random girl instead of my crush for the majority of the little time that I was given and graced by her. My gosh. So I walked out of there barely even talking and conversing and like getting to know my crush and just talking to a completely different person. It's not even her best friend. It's not even her best friend that I was able to talk to. It's not like so. There's no correlation whatsoever. So what did I gain out of that? I didn't even gain the correct answer for the math problem. I don't even know if I'm correct. I might be incorrect. You know. So I gained. I must have gained something. I must have gained something. Like I must be able to snowball this. But I want to impart some wisdom because, like I said, I don't feel good. And to people who don't feel good right now, and to people who are tired of being told a bunch of stuff over and over again, for me, it's you gotta wait. You gotta wait. Let's be honest. I'm looking for love. That's true. That's one of the key things. I try not to because people tell me you gotta wait for it. It's better when you wait for it, or things come when you don't look for it. The thing is, when you are used to years and or months, maybe of just trying to expect love, trying to look for it, trying to work towards it, build yourself towards it, it becomes increasingly difficult to be rid of that as a habit, as something that you always do. So for me, it is a bit hard whenever I hear someone tell me that, "Hey, just wait for it." While I respect what they say, and I know it's out of good faith, it does not help me, to be honest. And most of the time, I just want to feel heard. You know, if you feel sad, I want you to know, first of all, it's okay. It's okay to feel sad. Please do not beat yourself up for being sad or feeling like you don't get it yet, for feeling like you don't have everything in order or you haven't achieved your goals yet. That's what I feel right now. That you're not at the point that you want to be, that you're not at the highest highs and you haven't achieved your dreams and maybe that partner that you've always wanted, or being a good person, which is something that I want to be. It's okay. It's alright. Because we got plenty of time in this world. And even if there's a there's a ticking doomsday clock that's hanging above our heads at all times, it's a long clock. And we got time. Especially for us, for people that are younger. So there's time for everything. And they say this is a phase. They say this is just something you gotta go through. And I believe that. It's hard. It is difficult. I'm sad. I want to cry. I want to die. But no feeling can last forever. You know, happiness doesn't last forever, and neither does sadness. They work hand in hand. That is the truth. The chances of somebody being sad forever, it's like millions to one. Impossible. Improbable. Never done. Never done before. Never seen. But there are people who have gone through so much worse, and while I can't say that I have gone through the worst, I do know that I've gone through some pretty bad stuff, and it can suck. But it's alright. It's alright to feel this way. The sooner you accept that you feel this way, the quicker you can get to the next part, or to moving on from this. When you're feeling sad, when I'm feeling sad, you know, most of the time you just want to do nothing. You just want to lie down and stare at the ceiling and just like wonder, where is this all going? What am I doing with my life? What's my purpose? What's for breakfast? I advise that you don't do that. If I could advise you on anything, try and do something, anything. It doesn't even have to be the exact thing that you have to do, or the homework that you've been putting off for a while, or the task your mom asked you to do. Just do something. Be active. Do anything. Walk around, or just stand up, sit down, look outside, breathe some fresh air. I'm not saying that this might infinitely or immediately work for you, but it might help. Because doing something and being able to accomplish even a simple task of just telling yourself to get up, that can help. That can help. I don't have the evidence. For me, it just helps. Just being active, just trying to do something, anything. It doesn't even have to be perfect. It doesn't have to have a lot of value in it. Just get up and do whatever the first thing that comes to your mind, whether it be eat or even just go to the bathroom and just sit there and think for a while. Just do something. And I feel alone. I got family with me, I got friends, but I feel alone. And I know it's hard to say that. And part of me doesn't really believe it, because I know I'm surrounded by people, but sometimes we just can't help but feel alone. And I don't got any advice for that, I guess. Only experiences. But I still want to try and turn this into a positive thing. But first, loneliness sucks. We're all alone. We're supposed to be social creatures, but when we feel alone and we can't figure things out by ourselves, and we feel isolated from the world, despite the amount of people, the 8 billion people that are around us on this little blue earth, loneliness is in here. But it's okay. I feel alone. If it helps, I feel alone. And if you feel alone, I feel alone too. Let's be alone together, like feel alone together and isolated from the world, and not having a single increment or knowledge of what to do next. Because that's the situation we are in right now, and can't do nothing about it except just go through it. There are people around you. There are people that love you. There are people that cherish you. There are things that you could do in life. We have the opportunity to do whatever the hell we want, and it's amazing and terrifying at the same time. But we can do so much. We can do a lot. There's a lot we can do, and some of us we have to hold on to something. We got to hold on to some kind of faith, some kind of belief that will anchor us down. And for me, that's knowing that not everything has an infinity sign over it, or it doesn't last forever. Everything can end and everything can change. That change is inevitable. I'm sad. I'm lonely. But it ain't the end. And I know if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling lonely, you will get through this. You gotta hold on. I believe you can hold on. I believe you can go. You can go through this. It may be hard. It may be insufferable and deplorable, but it won't last forever. And I'm with you. Suffering as well. Suffering. That's all. I don't know what I'll title this. Maybe some random corny line of like, I'm lonely too. Or whatever. That's all. I hope you all are doing well. Bye.